Team Cat Mojo, how you doing? It's me. It's Jackson Galaxy. Happy as all get out to be here tonight and to talk to you guys and not talk to myself. Got to tell you, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever done. Catching up on that whole technology thing here, but I'm game. I'm ready to go. We're gonna do some Cat Mojo tonight, and this being the first of hopefully many Google Hangouts. Let me just tell you what's going to be going on tonight. And what I'll tell you is we are going to do some Q&A towards the end of this here thing. We're going to be going for about a half hour, so I will be taking live Q&A, which is incredible. Also, tell you about what's been going on, a little bit of the insider stuff on My Cat from Hell, currently filming our 5th season, and we've been all over the country, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. What else am I going to do? I was going to play some guitar, but I can't tune the damn thing, which you figure after playing for 30 years that you'd actually be able to tune a guitar, but I'm not good under pressure. And what else am I going to do? I don't know. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I do and how I do and all the exciting stuff that's been going on. So that's what I believe. And I've got my guys who are texting to me in the side here. If you guys have something that you want me to say, you just tell me. Which, by the way, I will now tell you about Cat Mojo with Jackson Galaxy, which is on my YouTube channel, Jackson Galaxy, and also the Animalist Network. And you should be seeing links, I would imagine, right? I would hope that would be the point. But pretty much we're going to be putting it up every Monday night, and it's just a 5-minute or so blast of mojoistic fantasticness, in all humility, but it's a lot of fun. I'm broadcasting live from not here, but my new and improved cat cave, which I am now caveifying and is not quite ready. The cave doctor is coming over in the next couple of days, but in the meantime, I'm going to be talking about all kinds of good stuff, and really relying on your input is key. If you leave comments on the YouTube channel, I am sure to see them, and the more people ask the same thing, the more we're going to get to it. So looking forward, we are going to be talking about the feral cat issue, which has become an issue. It's amazing because there's a divide in this country especially, and that divide is people who want to save cats and people who want them dead. Yeah, I'll go with that. And of course I'm on the side of keeping them alive, and I'll tell you all about how to keep them alive and well and healthy. And also I'll be talking about the declawing issue, which is again an issue, and we are going to talk about that as well. You know, are you for cats being, having their digits, or are you not? I make it sound so simple, don't I? But it's really not. I mean, other topics, indoor versus outdoor cats, health questions. I'm not a vet, and I don't play one on TV. But I do have opinions on just about everything. So if you've ever seen my YouTube videos before, as, granted, technically nasty as they have been, now we're updating that. We're getting a new look. The Animalist Network has done just a fantastic job so far, and they're taking my stream of consciousness babble and turning it into actual content. So once again, every Monday night we're going to be doing these Google Hangouts a bunch as well, and also I'm going to be interviewing other people. Yes, that's true. I'll be interviewing people in my field, in the animal field. If I can get some musicians to hang out with me, that would be pretty swell too. And also some people on the street stuff, just stopping people and asking them random questions about feline randomness. And what else am I going to be doing? I don't know. I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want to do, and that is very exciting, I got to tell you. What else can I tell you? Oh, by the way, don't forget, can you tell I'm looking over at the corner here? Sorry. I want to tell you to subscribe to Cat Mojo at youtube.com/Jackson Galaxy. See, I had to read that. Technically not so proficient, but I'm working on it. Also, oh, by the way, there's giveaways, and we are actually giving away something right now on our first episode last Monday. If you watch it, haven't watched it, shame on you. But if you have watched it, I announced a giveaway, an autographed book made out to you or whomever you would like that to be, including your cat, your dog, your pet pig, whatever you want me to make it out to, I will. And that actually is, I believe, oh, wait a minute. Okay, you have to leave a comment on my YouTube channel. Once again, that's youtube.com/JacksonGalaxy, or at animalist.com. Animalist is spelled animalist.com, and leave a comment there. On either one of those things, you're entered, and you only have until midnight tonight to do that. So please do it. And then the winner will be announced tomorrow. But we're going to have all kinds of giveaways. I got another one coming up really soon that I'm kind of jazzed about. And, of course, as we go along and I actually plan things, they're going to get bigger and bigger. Also, I'll be announcing where I'm going to be appearing. You know, once we're done filming the season, then I've got the time to actually come around. You know, last 2 years, we were touring behind my book, Cat Daddy, which I believe we won't be doing again, but I am going to be doing live appearances. I may be coming to an animal shelter near you to either do a Mojo class or to help fundraise or both, and other great things. Also, don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, Jackson Galaxy, at Jackson Galaxy, Twitter. Facebook, Jackson Galaxy. Instagram, The Cat Daddy. And I'm sure there's other places as well. We're here on Google+, Jackson at Jackson Galaxy. So, anyways, that's about it. Now that I've given all that stuff, let's talk. By the way, if you have questions, submit them, right? Chat. And in the last 15 minutes of this, which is coming up in a flash, I will be answering some of these questions to the best of my ability. So what else is going on here? So a little something about My Cat from Hell, Season 5. By the way, folks, September 27th, whatever, December 27th or 29th. I'm not sure which, but why don't you just check the 27th. My Cat from Hell, the Christmas special, holiday special, which is the Heliday special, will be airing on Animal Planet. Please do not miss that. We're going to be in Boston, working on 3 separate cases in Boston, having some fun and solving some serious cat issues as well. And then as the season progresses, we're going to be in Austin, Texas. We're going to be in Boston. We're going to be in San Diego. We'll be back in LA. And right now we are right smack in the middle of filming all that. And I got to tell you, it has been just eye-opening. And you figure after as many cases as we've worked on, after this season it'll be over 100 cases just televised that we've done, which is just... Ugh, like the thought of that, man, that's a lot of cat and a lot of like my hands getting beat up and a lot of that, but a lot of love and some really miraculous turnarounds. I got to tell you, you know, one of the things that I find so fantastic about the platform of working on this Animal Planet show is that I can pretty much try new things because we're coming across cases that really not a lot of people have ever seen before because they're so off the wall, and I get to try things that you would never think of trying, just because why not? You know, it doesn't hurt anybody and it could help them. And so using, you know, the experience that I have and what I do know about cat behavior, and then just kind of, you know, getting with the cat, getting into their head a little bit, and getting into their world, sometimes we come up with things that are just incredible. One of the examples was last season we had a case, a cat named Fee, and Fee had not used a litter box in pretty much 5 years, and she was 5 years old. I mean, for the past 5 years, shuffled from home to home. You know, she would just you know, mess the house and get rehomed or given up to a shelter and then homed again. And Megan was her guardian, and Megan was determined to hang with this cat. So one of the things, once we solved some of the physical issues with Fee, was a concept I called Build-A-Box. Build-A-Box was basically getting her to reassociate the litter box with positive things, because her whole life it hurt to go. So if it hurts to go, why would you go there? That's cat thinking right there. The cat doesn't think my stomach hurts. The cat thinks, um, I'm in pain, and this thing is hurting me. So they avoid that thing. Build-A-Box was all about making her think that this thing that she would walk on, because she would go on puppy pads, so I put a puppy pad on a cookie sheet. Well, now you're walking on something. And then I built the box around that cookie sheet, and by the end of that episode, she was using it for the first time in her life. So those are the things. Build-A-Box was like in that moment of going, what if I were Fee, what would I do? And so anyway, that was I'm going to this Google Doc here. Hold on one second, because I've got questions that are coming in by the drove. So I'm going to answer a question right now. Let's see. Okay, how about this one? Annie Bloom. Annie Bloom says, "Hey Jackson, my cat Zeb is an outdoor-indoor cat, and he hates a white cat that comes around. They give each other warnings, but this cat continues to come back. Any tips on how to prevent this?" Okay, let me come back to you guys. Okay, so here's the thing, Annie. As long as your cat is indoor-outdoor, you're going to have problems. That's it. You can't prevent a cat from coming into a territory and keep your cat from defending that territory. It's not possible. So your move should be to make your cat an indoor cat. Now we're getting into tricky territory, right? Because now we're getting into that area where we get into the debate, indoor-outdoor. You know, I don't go for that whole debate of, are we going to go for quality of life over quantity of life? That's nonsense. You can make the indoors a beautiful place for your cat. Here's the trick. It takes work as opposed to letting them outside. That's the rub, right? The other thing you can do, you know, we've spent much time on the show and on my website. If you look under the heading that says catification, you'll see all kinds of things that you can do to enhance the environment inside and also outside. You can build a catio, which is an enclosed area, like let's say right out here. I can enclose this area right out here, and it's a catio. And the enclosing doesn't cost much money. It's all down to your imagination. What can you do to keep your cat's mojo going? You know, provide them things to roll around in, grass to lay in, sunshine to soak up. Bugs will come in there and they'll attack the bugs. You know, just things to keep them going. Hang a birdhouse nearby so they can watch the birds and not hurt them because they're enclosed. But you see what I'm saying, Annie? You can't do it. Absolutely, it will never happen. So please keep your cat indoors. Zeb will lead a longer life, and he can be just as happy as going outside. And that, Annie Bloom, is your answer. Let's go to the next one here. Next question. What's your? This is from Danny Maisner. Danny says, "Hey Jackson." Hey Danny, what's your favorite breed of kitty? And have you ever spent much time around a serval? If so, what are they like? Much love from the UK. Peace and love to you, Danny, from the US to the UK. Now, let me talk a little bit about the breed thing. I do not have a favorite breed. I like cat. My favorite breed is mutt. My favorite breed is rescue. My favorite breed is feral. My favorite breed is walking down the street right now. I don't favor breeds. I don't have, you know, I not to say that I don't admire what certain breeds are and what they do and what they look like, and it's a tricky place, right? But I don't really have one now. And as to servals, now I have been working with a few Savannahs this season on My Cat from Hell, and they are a hybrid between a domestic cat and a serval. Now, let me tell you something. You know how it goes. You know, the way that we refer to to Savannahs, F1 is a direct descendant between a serval and a domestic. F2 your father, mother was serval. F2, F3, grandfather, F4, so on. So the further away you get from that F1, the more domestic you are and the less wild you are. So in this case, on the show, we had an F2 and an F7, I believe. Yeah. And let me tell you something, folks. That F2 was scary, scary. F7 was a beautiful house cat who had a lot of talent when it comes to jumping and diving and hunting, but serious physical demands. The F2 was a beautiful, wonderful cat on her own terms, which is to say she was not a domestic cat, not by a long shot. She shouldn't be treated as such. And actually, as I was leaving her, and I was trying to get her to become more social, and then I realized I was monkeying with nature, she is what she is, and she's not what she's not. So that's a different topic altogether, the topic of hybrids, and do I approve of it, and do I want to see them continue? That's a totally different topic for another day. But again, Danny, to answer your question, I love cats, and I will not lie. And breeds, love them, but don't have a favorite. So let's my team has not given me anything new, so unless they do, I'm going to answer another question. Let's see. What do you feed your cats? Love you guys. Alice and Joel, what do you feed your cats? Chicken, beef, ground beef? I'll tell you exactly what I feed my cats. Now here's the tricky thing. I'm a huge advocate of a raw diet. I think raw diets are what is optimal and bioappropriate for cats. Cats are on this planet. They are what we call obligate carnivores. They are on this planet to do what? Hunt, catch, kill, and eat. That's it. Groom and sleep. Rinse, repeat. That's a cat. And in terms of a raw diet, I will try anything out there on the market. Remember, if you're using raw meat, follow guidelines to in order to make sure that it's supplemented with the right stuff like taurine. Make sure that it matches like a 90-10 ratio of meat to veg, and that's pretty much it. Now that said, I've got a 19-year-old and a 22-year-old cat, both doing okay today, and they will damn well eat whatever they want to eat, because you got to keep weight on those guys. So the cheapest wet food, it's like fast food for cats. I don't care. I don't care. At that point, philosophy about food goes out the window, because we're trying to keep weight on an old cat. In the meantime, my 4-year-old is now getting fat because she's eating off the buffet for the old cats. So, But my bottom line is wet food. No dry food. Ever. Never. I don't want to hear this nonsense about it cleaning their teeth. Please don't give me that, because as my dear friend Dr. Gene Hovey would say, we don't floss with Melbatos, do we, folks? And cats do not either. The only thing that cleans their teeth is actually cleaning their teeth. It is not better for them, not by a long shot. Remember, by the time you turn dry food into something that may be even remotely bioappropriate for a cat, you have cooked the daylights out of it. So all the natural nutrients they're gone, So wet food is the closest you can get if you don't want to do a raw diet. Please stick to wet. And even better, stick to a grain-free wet diet. And you will see immense changes in your cats. Remember, everybody on My Cat from Hell has gotten those directions. No free feeding and wet food, and you will go far. Mr. and Mrs. Cat Guardian. Let's see. Do I have time here? I think I do. Oh, now this is fun. I wish I had some actual contact with y'all, but I do see there are a bunch of people on board here. Let's see here. Questions. What else we got? Oh, here's one. This just talks about what I was just talking about. Carolyn W. Carolyn says, my beautiful cat Snowball will be 24 years old in a month. You go, Snowball. Has anyone else had a cat that was that old? I feel like I am in uncharted territory. And Carolyn, as I just said, you are not alone. Like I said, I've got a 22 and a 19-year-old. I know many, many cats now who are living into their 20s, and that's because we, as their guardians, have stepped up to the bat. Stepped up to bat? Stepped up to the plate? Stepped up. And we're taking better care of them. That said, here's something very interesting. Cat guardians take their cats to the vet like half as much as dog guardians take their dogs to the vet. And consequently, cat guardians spend a ton more at the vet than dog guardians, because by the time we get there, we're talking about an $800 bill because we haven't gone in so long. So listen, if you are a guardian of a senior cat, get them in. Get them in every year. Do a senior blood panel every year. There is no reason not to. You got to be on guard for renal failure, and which can be taken care of if caught early. Diabetes, hyperthyroidism. These are things that older cats will develop, let alone dental disease and losing their eyesight. Hey, if we were 24 years old and we were cats, we would be losing stuff too. I mean, I'm 47 and I'm losing stuff like you wouldn't believe. Well, anyway, so let's see. We have some live questions coming in. So anyway, Carolyn, you're not alone. Make sure that you become part of a community. I would love to be part of that community. That's why JacksonGalaxy.com. We are redoing it very soon. We're working on it. We are about community. We are about making sure that all of us, that's why we call it Team Cat Mojo. We are Team Cat Mojo, and we are trying to hold each other up. And those of you out there with senior cats, this gives us the chance to all come together. That's what this stuff is about. So let me get back to the document here, because I am running out of time. And I'm looking at live questions coming out here. And okay, well, here we go. You know what? Let's get off cats for a second. Aaron Burke, what was your first tattoo? Fender or Gibson? Also, do you play other instruments besides the guitar? Okay, so this is where it gets a little fun for me, because we're outside of things with four legs and just talking about life. So I don't think we could show it because I don't want to strip. That would turn us into a weird hangout. But right up here is the Pink Panther. Pink Panther, little right about here, leaning up against the lamppost. Got him 25 years ago. 25 years ago in a basement in Lincoln, Nebraska. Do not ask about that one. Just know that the guy before me got a tattoo of a pack of cigarettes on his chest. So that should tell you where I was hanging out, what company I was keeping back then. Fender or Gibson? I am a Fender guy. That said, I do have a Les Paul, but I have always loved Fenders and their feel. That said, this guitar right here was built. Look at this little baby. This is actually an amazing guitar, and I wish I just couldn't tune the thing. Anyway, this was built by Greg Brandt, B-R-A-N-D-T, and I believe it is Brandt Guitars. Look it up if you can. His workmanship is like out of this world, and he was my client. And yes, in lieu of cash money, he built me this beautiful guitar, which I cannot tune because I haven't changed the strings in forever. So what else did she ask me? Fender or Gibson? And do I play another instrument besides the guitar? I do. I mean, I haven't done it in quite a while, but I was very into playing piano for a while because it was much more expansive when it came to writing songs. I mean, as Tom Waits once said, writing songs on guitar is like writing in a box. You know, you play piano or you work with strange tunings on guitar, and it opens up that box. So I do love playing piano. Listen, I played bass in bands all through my 20s, and I love playing bass. The only thing that you will not catch me playing is a drum set. And if you do see me playing a drum set, you should, check my pulse or something, because I'm terrible, cannot coordinate my hands and feet. It's terrible. I'm told I have 5 more minutes, so I'm going to answer one more question, just one more, and let's see. Here's a good one. It's got to be really quick, but here you go. Ryan Mitchell. On the show, you often talk about the difference between tree cats and ground cats. Actually, I call them tree dwellers and bush dwellers. In every episode, you seem to assume that the cats are tree cats and need to get higher. I suspect I have a ground cat, bush dweller. How can you tell? Any pointers? That's not true, Ryan Mitchell. I mean, maybe it gets edited somewhere that way, but I most of the time, when you see me talking about getting a cat up high, it's not just because they're tree dwellers, it's to find out if they're tree or bush dwellers. See, that's the thing. We can't assume our cat's one or the other, but here's the thing you're looking for. You're looking for where their confidence is high, right? So you're not assuming because your cat hangs out on the fridge all day that they're a tree dweller. They're hanging out on the fridge probably because they got scared up there. Someone chased them up there. That's actually, I call that a fridge cat. Right. Yes, there is such a thing as fridge cat, fridge dweller. And then there's the negative of bush dweller, which is cave dweller, the ones who are under the bed in the closet, because being in and under makes them feel safe, not confident, safe. Look for your cat to do this kind of thing, right? They get up on a certain spot, and they're like that. Yeah, we got ears forward. We got tail, like that in the back. Looking around the world like, that's right, bring that on. That's a tree dweller if they're hanging up there doing that. If they're up on the fridge like this, you are not a tree dweller. So my advice is build your cat superhighway. And if you want to know what the cat superhighway is, well, stay tuned. Watch my show, Cat Mojo with Jackson Galaxy on the Animalist Network and on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jackson Galaxy every Monday night. And then you can repeat ad infinitum. You will find out what the cat superhighway is. But if you build one and you go to my website, jacksongalaxy.com, you will see under the catification tab all kinds of things about building the superhighway so that you can tell who your cat is. And once you find out who your cat is, then you will be able to build accordingly for them, which is what you should do. Don't forget, Twitter, @JacksonGalaxy, Instagram, @TheCatDaddy, Facebook.com/JacksonGalaxy. Subscribe to not miss an episode at YouTube.com/JacksonGalaxy. That is, wow, man, there's like a plane buzzing my house. Yes, Jackson Galaxy. What else? The giveaway, the book giveaway, Cat Daddy, autographed copy made out to whoever you want. Leave a comment. Bang! Leave a comment on the YouTube channel or on animalist.com to get that book. You have to get that in by midnight tonight, at Pacific time, midnight tonight, and we'll announce the winner tomorrow. So, folks, I'm going to wrap this sucker up, and the winner will be announced via social media, all social media, I would imagine. Listen, this has been so much fun. We're going to keep doing this. Just if you subscribe, you will find out when it's going to happen again. If you don't, you won't. And in the meantime, watch our My Cat from Heliday. I don't know. It's the Heliday special coming up, I think, on the 27th of December. Keep watching to find out when that is. Otherwise, look for new episodes coming up very soon. And, folks, I'm out. Thank you so much for watching tonight. It's been so much fun. And keep those comments coming so I can answer your questions sometime in the next Google Hangout or on an episode of Cat Mojo. Until I see you again, y'all, all light, all love, all Cat Mojo. Peace out.